Hey everyone, it's Liz with Real Girl Beauty. I apologize for any toys you're hearing, but little dude is running around behind me. Today I am going to put on and test out L'Oreal's Infallible Pro Cover, Total Cover I should say. The color I have is 302, which is creamy natural. It's like the second lightest. I didn't think I was the fully lightest, so I grabbed this one. The reason I'm testing this out today is right now at my house, it is like almost 90 degrees out. It is really, really hot, sweaty, nasty day, and I figured if I'm going to be looking at something that's supposed to be a natural finish, which is what I like, it's supposed to wear for 24 hours, be high coverage, and yet feel comfortable, no better day than when it's super hot than to test that out. I used it a teeny bit over the winter, but my skin was too dry for it to look any good, so I figured I'd hold on to it and wait for summer, and that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna bring you in closer, apply it, then finish the rest of my face, come back, do a check-in then, and then do a couple more check-ins. I've got videos to do today, we've got an errand to run, so I'm gonna be going out, and I'll just check in throughout the day and let you know how it's doing. Okay, so I already put on the Benefit Professional little sample that I got from, I can't remember if it was Birchbox or Ipsy bag last month. And I'm going to apply it with my Laguerre foundation brush. This is still my favorite brush to use to put on foundation. I haven't even tried going for my little paintbrush type ones. This one's just so quick and comfortable. It's kind of like a moussey kind of texture. I'm gonna put it on, and then I know I have to move quickly with it. I have a little bit of a cut my son gave me on my cheek. I'm not going to go in too hard around that just because it's still healing. Okay, it already looks better than it did in the winter. In the winter it was like super duper thick and dry and just like not appealing on my skin. Alright, it is pretty full coverage. There are a couple of spots on my chin. I'm probably going to go back over with concealer. Normally I would mess with the little cut, but I don't want to because again it's still healing. Actually, I'm already like hot and sweaty and gross. We have air conditioning, but it's still really hot and really gross out. So first impression with it, it is extremely high coverage. It is actually not looking that dry, cakey, or bad. I think the combination of the Professionals and the fact that, again, my skin is not currently dry because it's really, really hot out. So if anything, my skin is a little too dewy. So I think that combination really made this come out a lot smoother and clearer. I'm still going to go in, I think, a little bit with the concealer on my chin, because I brought it out. I'm not going to actually conceal around the scratch I have on my cheek because, again, it's healing. I'm not putting anything on it to make it worse. Other than that, I don't feel like, I mean, I'm going to go in and do my under eyes because I'm not even done with the rest of my makeup yet. But other than that, I don't think I really need much else in terms of cover because this is pretty good. But you can still see, like, my birthmarks and stuff like that. So it isn't totally and completely mask-like. It's actually pretty natural. So I'm going to go finish the rest of my makeup and come back and give you another check-in with everything done. I put the rest of my makeup on and I'm still super impressed. I actually think in the winter time it was just way too dry of a foundation for my skin, but now that it's seriously like 90 degrees outside and I need something that's, you know, now my skin's not oily but it's not totally dry anymore, so I think it worked better now. And I like that it's not completely and totally like a mask of opaque, because I don't like that. I want more of like, hey, my skin is under here kind of coverage. So I'm going to keep going for the rest of my day. I've got more videos to do. We've got an errand to run outside. It's probably going to melt off of my face, but we'll wait and see, and I'll do some more check-ins throughout the rest of the day. Hi everyone, I'm back. I am sorry I am wearing a different dress. That's because my son spilled yogurt on mine, literally threw it at me. But I've been wearing this foundation now for about 5 hours, and it is actually holding up really well. If you look, it's like still sort of smooth. There's no dry patches. There's no really oily, slick areas. I can see like where my highlighter is on my cheeks, but I'm not seeing like out. Of course, my nose always ends up red and oily no matter what. Ran errands, went out with my son, chased him around the house, filmed some other videos, and I'm still happy with this. I'll check again later tonight after even more time has gone by to see how it's holding up then. Hey everyone, I'm back with my final check-in. So it's been on my face for about 8 hours. I actually think it held up really well. It looks reasonably natural. Today was ridiculously hot, so I was all sweaty and nothing like moved, nothing got like dry or patchy. It just kept looking good. So I've got to give a thumbs up to the L'Oreal Total Cover Foundation. At first I didn't think I was going to do a positive video on it because I used it right when it came out, and then I've tried it periodically since, and every time I felt like my skin was way too dry and way too cakey and it just didn't work. That was why I held on to it and waited for the weather to turn warm and to turn a little bit moister to see if the increase in hydration of my skin would make it go on better and work better, and it did. So I would say I would use this, and probably will use this summer. Once it starts to get cold again, then I'll probably switch to something else, something more hydrating. But yeah, I think this is actually good for summertime. It doesn't move, it doesn't come off. It's maintained the finish, it's maintained the coverage, it hasn't budged. I hope you like this video. I hope it was a little bit helpful if you have like sort of dry to occasionally combination skin that's also super sensitive. That's the way mine is. If you liked this, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.